The golden glow of the sun gently brushes against us as the world wakes up. The mist dances across the water to greet the brightness of the day. But all we can think about is the friggin' cold.
So I just went to stand on top of our dinghy to film, you know. There's ice. There's frost. Frost.
Best thing about this windlass, I can drink my coffee and raise the anchor at the same time. Well, it's one of the best things. Tree branches. So it got down into the 30s last night. The 30s.
We saw frost on our boat for the first time ever.
It's ridiculous. But it should be warming up, hopefully. Because this Florida blood can't handle that.
Oh, is it misting? What's happening in the air right now?
I don't know.
I can see your breath. It's so weird.
So cold.
It's actually already warmer than it was.
If you guys ever want to see cold sailing, don't come to our channel, because we'll probably never do this again. I say that, but you know, anything's possible.
Smells like swamp. I can just smell like fresh dirt.
Yeah.
This morning I woke up
It's
and
nice, actually.
nice fresh air.
That should be a candle. Dirt.
I think they do actually have them.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. But it's like all these trees are just producing this fresh oxygen.
Well, they were. Maybe not so much now, because there's no leaves.
It's so beautiful, though. I'm so happy that we came through here. I mean, unfortunately, haven't been able to sail much, if at all any.
We will once we get to the sound.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I tried to get some video of a eagle, but I couldn't because I had a helm because Beau's pooping. This is the largest part of the river that we've been in since we entered. How was your poop?
It was good. Successful. Do you want to film whatever you wanted to film?
No, it flew away back there.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh, civilization. There seems to be a little bit of wind, so we're gonna try raising the 150, see if we can't reduce our motor speed and increase our sailing speed. That way we're not burning up as much power.
We're doing a low speed pass. That's what it's called when you're in the river and they need to pass you. I barely have the motor on in order for him to pass. I think he'll be fine. And it's luckily we are doing it here. There's more room. Down the river, it's definitely undoable almost.
Very friendly guy.
Yeah, Edith B. He was. I think that's the one that was in the little river cider. just behind that tree line, there's another little anchorage. So this is Goat Island, I guess. We could have anchored behind there if we got here sooner than yesterday. Looks like a great place to anchor behind here. So it looks like it's 5 feet, maybe, just under 6 feet. So obviously if you're coming down this Dismal Swamp, you're not drawing anything more than 6. I probably would be very apprehensive even at 5'5".
It's not just the landscape that's changing as we get closer to the end of the swamp. We're starting to hear a lot less nature and a lot more noise.
Morning.
Danger! Watch yourself!
Why are you saying that?
It's a danger buoy. Danger!
Just dropping the head sail because we are waiting for this railroad bridge to open up. And he said as soon as the traffic clears, we'll be able to go through. Got another boat right here with us.
Go ahead through, hon. Give her some gas. Crank it.
They're going over there.
Yeah.
Coming through.
You can speed her up.
That scared the tinker out of me. The tinkle.
Elizabeth Bridge, thank you for the opening. Have a great day. Switch out the little lady for the big boy.
Sailboat just leaving Elizabeth City Bridge. Sailboat leaving Elizabeth City Bridge. Are you stopping in town? Over.
Negative, we're gonna shoot on through.
You guys have a safe trip. Over.
Thanks, you too. Over.
Safe trip home from your job.
Was it? I don't know. Maybe he was a sailboat. He didn't. Did he say he was the bridge?
Oh.
Did it say it was the bridge?
I think so. I don't know. Oh, maybe not. We're passing through Elizabeth City right now. It's a big spot that most people stop at. It's supposed to be one of the most welcome centers around, I guess. But we've got wind, and we all know what that means. When Beau and Brandy have wind, we go. So we have places to go, people to see, and unfortunately Elizabeth City won't be one of them. Kind of wanted to stop, but it's okay.
Yeah, we're running a little behind.
Yeah.
To get to Florida. What are you doing?
Warming up.
Oh, jeez. So now we're pointing in the direction we gotta go, and turns out the wind is right on our nose, so we'll be pointing into it. We're gonna raise the main and keep the little lady up for now. We're supposed to have decent wind out there. If we feel like we're a little underpowered, we'll swap it out. The wind's on and off right now, and it's only gonna die even more, so we're gonna switch out the little lady for the big boy. So go from the 100 to the 150. Brandy's assisting with the motor right now, but it's been a little gusty.
I just want to stand in the sun for a second. Can you even hear me? It's supposed to warm up tonight.
No,
Fingers
it's gonna
crossed.
stay the same.
I mean,
Just no sun.
in my brain, I hope it's gonna warm up.
It's supposed to warm up tomorrow.
So what's the plan?
You're gonna take the night shift, and we're gonna sail overnight, but it's gonna be all you.
No.
And I'm gonna sleep in the warm, comfy bed all night.
See what I have to deal with? You guys think that Beau's just the sweetest thing. Look at those eyebrows.
Pure evil.
Go do your job. I'm getting a gust. Alright, well, we've entered into the Ablemarle Sound, which, from what we've heard other people speaking about, this is not a nice sound to sail through a lot of times, especially if the wind is pretty strong. The waves can get really choppy in here because it's only about 17 feet deep. But we've gotten really lucky, so we've decided with this amount of wind, it's been pretty pleasant. I mean, I'm heeling over a bit, but the waves are very small and very comfortable. So we're gonna keep on going. We have a side stop of Roanoke if we get too tired, but we are going to go ahead and try to make it all the way to Ocracoke. Ocracoke, I'm never gonna say that right. And have a stopover there, see our friends, and then we will be heading out into the ocean again. Because it looks like the winds are finally in our favor. A little strong, but not as strong. So hopefully they stay well. Do you think we should reef?
As long as you can handle the gusts.
I mean, it's okay. I'm only going for 6'3".
Well, it's gonna die tonight, so we should be fine.
I mean, we can always reef. It's not that bad right now.
Yeah, we can reef later. It's so cold.
I'm not that bad, but I might put another layer on.
With very little waves, Xoxo is just flying through the water. Even though we're making great time, we're a little uneasy because there is a semi-submerged boat somewhere around here.
Vessel with a blue stripe has its bow sticking up 2 feet above the water. That vessel is abandoned in position 36, tack 09 north by 075, tack 56 west. All mariners are requested to transit the air with caution.
Well, that's where we're at.
After cross-referencing coordinates, we figured out it's just north of us, so we are in the clear.
So we're pretty much flying down the sound right now. Almost actually through it. Sun setting. We are officially out of the Dismal Swamp, but it was a beautiful trip through. I'm happy to have the sails up and sailing again though. We still are looking at about 2 hours until we were to make it to Roanoke. We actually have to pass through that way because there is a bridge on the other side that we could go through, but it's about 44 feet high, and with our antenna, we're just not quite sure if we would squeeze through. So instead of stressing out about it in the middle of the night, we're gonna go ahead and go around. Actually not too cold with all the clothing I have on. I have a tank top, a t-shirt, a sweater, and a ski jacket. I have a pair of stretch pants on, or I have a pair of yoga pants on, a pair of jeans, and my HH pants, windbreaker waterproof pants, 2 face masks, a hat, a hoodie. Yeah, I'm warm. Look at that sunset though.
warm?
The only thing that's cold is my tip of my nose.
Tip of your nose, that's it? I thought your feet were cold too.
They're a little cold.
They're warming up.
They're a little cold, but they're warming up. I think all the blood is just rushing to them, standing. So they should be fine soon. If I pass out,
Well,
just come take the helm.
don't do that.
We might jibe.
Beautiful sunset.
We'll see you in the morning with the beautiful sunrise.
There might be icicles on your nose tip, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna need caffeine. As the moonless night settled in, we were on the lookout for somewhere to drop the anchor sooner than later. The channel in this area of the Albemarle Sound was clearly marked, but still works a little on the nerves a bit when sailing in shallow waters at night. Yeah, swell's pretty nice in here.
Alright, so we decided to actually drop anchor just north of Roanoke Sound, or no, Roanoke Island. And we're gonna wait till we have daylight to traverse the very, very narrow passage and shallow passage to get to the Pamilico Sound. Yeah, it's late. So we're gonna drop anchor and try to get some sleep. The winds aren't too high, the waves aren't very large, maybe like 1 foot waves, maybe less than. Nothing we can't handle. Night night.
We debated on going into Roanoke, where we're gonna go right now, last night, but because it was pitch black and we don't know the area and it's really shallow entrance, we decided against it. And we actually thought we were gonna move on down and hit Ocracoke again, but our friends are gonna drive up here from Hatteras and meet us in Roanoke. So we'll be able to explore Roanoke with them, and then we'll be heading out very shortly after and hitting the ocean and getting south like Beau said. Right now he is raising the anchor. It's only about a 3 little nautical mile jaunt over. We're gonna go ahead and raise the head sail and go downwind into the area. The channels are very tiny through here, very skinny, and the water around it is very shallow. This is one of the major reasons we did not try to do this last night. We're brave, but we're trying not to be stupid. I'm sure we could have done it. We had great wind. Perfect, actually, the angle, but a lot of these markers aren't lit up at night, so you got to be careful on that. And Beau would have had to stay up on the bow with a flashlight, and I mean, we used the flashlight a lot last night coming in just to make sure we weren't hitting any fishing buoys, which I don't really see any out right now. Maybe it's not season.
There shouldn't be any in the channel.
Well, not in the channel, but last night coming in, there wasn't much of a channel because we were in the Sound. We are sailing into the site of one of America's most unsolved mysteries. In 1587, 115 men, women, and children colonists attempted to build the first permanent English settlement in North America, led by John White. Later that year, after facing food shortages and worsening conditions, John White returned to England for supplies, but was delayed due to the Anglo-Spanish War. And by the time White returned to Roanoke 3 years later, in 1590, the colony had mysteriously disappeared. The only clue left behind was the word Croatan carved into a post and crow carved into a tree. Despite extensive searches, no trace of the colonists have ever been found. The fate of the lost colony of Roanoke remains one of America's enduring mysteries, with theories ranging from assimilation into Native American tribes to massacres or attempts to sail back to England. Despite the numerous investigations and archaeological digs, the ultimate fate of the settlers remain unresolved, making it one of the most intriguing chapters in American history. Okay. I mean, it should be on the other side, but...
What should? to sail?
I'm gonna actually go a little more starboard. Yeah.
Now it wants to.
Three amigos. Ew! He just pooped.
Natural. Everybody poops. Even birds.
Alright, where's the other markers?
Over there. There's a green marker. There's a red marker.
Oh, there's boats out there. There's
Anchored.
a red.
Boat's anchored.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Monteo Municipal, sailing vessel searcher. No answer. There's a free city dock here, but
Yeah.
it only lets you stay for 24 hours.
Check.
And we plan on sticking around for a few days. So we're just gonna go ahead and anchor, drop the dinghy in, and zip over to the docks to meet our friends Chris, Tanya, and Corbin. Oh, they also brought their bearded dragon, Lizzie.
Can you grab that, please?
If the water was warmer, I could put Lizzie in the snow.
Hello! Once the dinghy was secure and our highs were said, I saw this dog out of the corner of my eye and my heart skipped a beat and my eyes teared up. He looked just like Una did in her younger years. We miss her so much, as we know many of you guys do too.
He gets distracted easy.
No, I want to.
We've been sailing 5 years full-time by now. Making friends while constantly on the move, on the water, you can imagine can be a little bit of a challenge. They don't know your past, which can be a good thing, but they also don't know the full story of you. These guys do. It's nice to pick right back up like it was yesterday when we saw them. Well, it was just last month we got to see them in Ocracoke, but you know what I mean. We explored downtown Mineo, which is made up of just a few streets surrounding the historic courthouse, which Andy Griffith, in his fictional town of Mayberry, will tell you that's the way a community should be. Mayberry and its characters were mostly inspired by the life and people of Mineo, where native Carolinian Andy Griffith moved to after high school in 1947 to take a job as a soldier in the nation's longest-running outdoor play, The Lost Colony. We finished the night off with a little outdoor concert and had to say goodbye to our dearest friends, for we were off yet again for another adventure.